Welcome to Movie Life Crisis. Join us as we watch the best movies from 30 years ago.
If you ain't got my money, I'm killing you and him. You done dragged me into this?
You know what your problem is. You have no game.
I got all the gang. Ice Cube, Chris Tucker, Bernie Mac, Johnny Witherspoon.
Your father, he got game.
Don't nobody go in the bathroom for about 45 minutes.
Friday.
Somebody open the window.
Directed by F. Gary Gray. When you see the movie Friday, check out Dr. Dre's new video on the big screen. Rated R. Starts Wednesday.
Jeez. That was crazy.
I don't think I saw this in the theater because I was too young, but I did not remember that they premiered Dre Keep Their Heads Ringing at the end of this movie, even though it's not in the soundtrack at all.
I remember I totally remember that video though with the
I do too. Seeing it in the trailer like that, I know if they didn't play the music, I know exactly what Dre video is. I saw it a million times. He's like in a freaking hangar and it's like the camera's like at his Timbs, like pointing up at his face.
Yeah.
I love that.
The concrete's all wet and the lights are very dramatic from the sides.
Dude, that was a great one to play in your Jeep and just turn up real loud and see if you can make the rearview mirror rattle. Because we all had, even though we were all middle class white kids that went to Catholic school, we all had like big custom bass boxes behind the seats, and we turn up super loud. It's like, can you turn it down? Scott, I can turn it down. I can turn it up. Fade to the left, and right.
This does all of it, dude. Let me tell you, the kids that are at the high school now do the same exact thing. Yeah. Some kids are like, "Oh, I get off after second period." Oh, I know. The freaking windows on my classroom are rattling as you're leaving the parking lot.
Yeah, my contacts are rattling.
Yeah, so loud. On top of the exhaust, that's also super loud.
Oh man, yeah. If it's
the South, man. Everybody drives a huge truck with big old speakers.
A couple things. Number one, we normally record on Wednesday, and today is Friday, and I love that because I know you don't smoke weed.
That just worked out, though.
I know this. But it's Friday. And it's Movie Life Crisis Season 5, Episode 5, Friday.
Man, it's great. That's great.
And second thing is, I'm glad that you were a little late to the recording because I was like, okay, we got to pick 3 quotes. I got 17.
Yeah.
Let me start narrowing it down.
Starting to cut mine down, I was like, oh, man. I just started to pick the stuff that I say all the time, like always. And I was
that's what I did.
That's 2 more than 3.
I did your rule. I just said, let me just pick the ones that I still say. Even that's more than 3. Even that's 5, 6.
Yeah.
So
it helps you narrow
tough.
It down.
It was tough,
I was
man.
quoting the whole thing. The whole time I was watching it, I was quoting it out loud. And I probably haven't seen it in 5 years. And I remembered every line that I wanted to remember.
No. I the first 10 minutes, I said out loud, oh, shit. I was like, I've got 6 quotes. We're 10 minutes in. We normally do 3 for the whole movie, and Chris Tucker's not here yet.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
Oh, but by the way, really quickly, if it's not very obvious, this movie's rated R. The quotes are rated R. We're going to try to keep the quotes PG-13, but some of them I guarantee you are going to go into R. So just like fair, I know some people listen to this and have kids. Probably a lot of us have kids, but don't listen to it with kids if you care if they hear us say GD and MF, because to quote the movie, we're going to have to say those things.
They say that a whole lot. I didn't realize how many times MF came out until I heard it.
Yeah.
So many times.
Yeah, dude. Give us a synopsis.
Synopsis. 2 friends, Craig and Smokey, spend their day chilling. But when Smokey's weed debt... First of all, I struggled whether I should put weed debt, because that just sounds like...
sounds like freaking Han Solo's making a spice run to Kessel.
Yeah, it just didn't sound right. But when Smokey's weed debt puts them in danger, they scramble to find their way out before nightfall. That is a very shortened version, and I didn't feel like it was perfect. But then every time I wanted to change it, I was just like, a guy gets fired on his day off and spends the whole day sitting on the porch. And I was
stealing boxes. What, you trying to build a clubhouse, Craig? You know I ain't go down like that. They got me on camera. Dude, I don't know how to explain this movie because it literally says on Wikipedia that it's a buddy comedy. I was like, buddy comedy? I mean, it is. It's 2 guys and it's funny, but I don't.
And they're buddies.
If I was listing great buddy comedies, this wouldn't be on the list.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
Wikipedia also has it on a list of hood movies, and I was like, I don't think they're supposed to say that.
I don't think that's what they're called anymore, but maybe. I have the same problem when the kids are like, Mr. Horn, do you have any colored pencils? I was like, quick question.
African-American pencils? Come on now. Get the podium out there. I apologize. I should have said African-American shirt.
It's the 28th of February. I'm allowed to still say it right now. Yeah, I don't know. Hood movies, what do you call it? If it's not urban, that sounds too whitewashed.
Yeah, I mean, I think black people can probably call it hood movies. I just don't know if I can. You said you're Puerto Rican? Okay, you say that, but what would I call it? What do I say?
With a hard D. Yeah.
I have black friends, and they said I can say hood.
Right.
No, dude, I don't know how to. It's a bottle movie in that it all takes place basically in one front yard, and it's a like 24-hour movie in that it all takes place in one 24-hour period, and it really is kind of the first of its kind in that it is like all the like on the block black movies prior to this. It's like they're real dark, like Boys in the Hood. It's like everyone's
Boys
just
in
like,
the Hood, and dude,
it always ends with a funeral. Like this, like Ice Cube's
right.
like, let's write one that's kind of like what it's actually like, which is really funny and then also sometimes terrifying.
Yeah, I think it was Vanity Fair maybe that Ice Cube was talking about this one, and that's exactly what he said. He was like, man, Boys in the Hood is so dark.
Yeah.
And that was the most recent movie from this. He's like, I want to show people what it was actually like in California and hanging out in friggin' the hood. And I was like, man, if this is what it's like, that's hysterical.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. I love that. I'm sure it's not what it's like anymore because they have the internet in the hood, so no one's outside anymore, just like our kids are not outside anymore.
No kids rolling down the street on bikes 4 wide, kicking trash cans over. That's not a thing anymore.
Quit playing. Dude, I love that friggin' subplot. Them chasing the little kid on the friggin' BMX bike.
And beating him with a belt.
I forgot that part. 22-year-old guys beating a little kid. $3 million budget. They made this movie for a nickel. $27 million gross. So $27 million is good for number 62 on the year, behind Major Payne, but ahead of Now and Then, which is like a girls' coming-of-age movie with Melanie Griffith where she's wearing overalls on the front.
Not a chance.
I never saw that. I'm positive.
Yeah.
I might go back and watch it. It looks good. But yeah, so $27 million, not great, but $3 million budget, this thing 9X, that's actually massive.
That's pretty good. Plus, it's like a cult following now, dude. Everybody.
Yeah, dude.
The amount of lines that people still say, like
it's
all
huge.
The memes and stuff. Yeah,
it's huge. I still quote this movie like to my gaming group, which is all white people, all at least 10 years younger than us, and they all at least 3/4 of them get almost all the references.
Yeah, there's a lady on my hallway named Miss Parker, and the kids walk through the hall. Hey, Miss Parker.
Hey, Miss Parker.
And they say it just like that. Even though Miss Parker is a very older, is a lot older lady. She's in the freshman hallway on the other side. They still say it like that. Yeah. It's awesome.
And this movie has so many quotes that there's so many things that someone can say that will lead me into a quote from this, and I'll forget that it was even my neck, my back, my neck and my back. I settled on court for $150,000.
Yeah.
Or I'll settle right now for $20.
Dude, there's so many things that I say all the time, just in regular. It's just in my lexicon now. It's all part of the thing.
Yeah, awards. I don't think it won any awards.
No, it didn't win any awards. It did have some sequels though.
It's got a bunch of sequels.
Yeah, Friday After Next. They were going to do
Was Next Friday the one that had Mike Epps?
Yeah, Mike Epps.
And then did Chris Tucker come back for the third one? I don't think I saw those.
I didn't see him either, but I don't think he came back. Friday After Next, that doesn't have Chris Tucker, does it?
I think
that's Mike Epps also. I think the whole idea though, they were going to do a last Friday.
Yeah,
that was going to be like the fourth one. Yeah, and Chris Tucker was supposed to come back for that one, but Chris Tucker is not the same Chris Tucker anymore. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like seeing him on this and seeing him on with Jackie Chan. That's completely different Chris Tucker than the one that was on the Michael Jordan movie that we just watched. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, seeing him in Air. Although, not that if Chris Tucker played Smokey now as like an old guy, it wouldn't still be hilarious, but it would be kind of weird.
Yeah, it would. And he's not, I don't know why, I just picture him as just a skinny string bean dude smoking weed. And now he's not like that anymore. And none of us are as skinny as we used to be, but I'm saying, that it just changes it for me. But yeah, they also had the animated series. I never knew about that, but I looked it up and watched a couple of scenes on YouTube. It wasn't great, but
I'm not surprised. Yeah. I have not seen anything other than this movie, and I've seen this movie 9 million times.
Yeah. So where's the first time you saw it?
Dude, I don't remember, but I must have. Did they run it on like? It seems like it's so dirty, they couldn't have run it on cable a lot. I must have just had it on VHS, and I think everyone had it on VHS.
I don't
in
know
high
that
school.
you can change all of those to like chicken cluckers every
No,
time.
there's
says
too many.
EMFer. I know they do play it because the ending is different on like TBS and TNT. Yeah. And I found a YouTube clip on there where they changed like how he was talking on the phone to Freddie Jackson. When he was talking on the phone to the girl, and it changes at the end. So I know they play it, but like I don't remember seeing it. Dude, you know, we talked about this at the end of the last one. Jonas bought me this movie, and it was a double disc CD-ROM. It didn't play on a DVD player. There was no DVD player.
Yeah.
I looked it up to see if I could find it. I found it in my case, and then I said, like, I wonder if these are still available. Obviously, they're not still available. They're for a PC CD-ROM for Windows 95 or 3.1.
Yeah.
So
go to Bill Gates' house. Hey, man, can I play this in your computer?
Can I borrow your old computer? The back of it said it was 320 by 236 pixels.
There we go.
So that
would look great on an iPod video.
Yeah, just freaking pixels just changing colors. You can't even tell what's going on. They did. Then I said, well, I wonder if they have a list of these. I found them on Wikipedia. They listed every movie that they did on these types of things. We did 9 of them so far in the podcast.
Nice.
So there's a very limited catalog, but there was a bunch of them that we did.
We were clearly the target demo.
This is way before DVDs. You had to take one of them out. It said end of movie. And then you'd put the next one in, like it was Titanic on VHS.
Yes.
Except it was on the computer. I pulled it up, had Jake look at it. He was like, this is why Nana wouldn't let you sit close to the TV, huh? Yeah. He's like, it's hurting my eyes already. I was like, yeah. It's ridiculous.
I think I must have just owned this, and I think everyone owned it. But I remember in high school, because like some people had cars and driver's licenses, and some people didn't. And sometimes we'd have like, it's like, hey, football practice starts at 4, so you got a little time to kill. Or more like it's summertime, you have practice in the morning and then practice again in the afternoon. And so like we're just running around like raccoons, like our parents didn't know what was going on. Right. But I remember like the people that I hung out with that I played football with, like Screech and like Andrew Fowler, we'd go like go to Wendy's and get lunch and then go somewhere and like we'd watch like Dukes of Hazzard and on TV and like watch a movie. And I remember watching this movie because I remember us like falling over, like laughing at John Witherspoon. And I was like thinking back, I was like, dude, this movie conquered racism for a minute because people who are openly, overtly racist loved it. Like white kids who hated black people were like, let's watch Friday again before.
Do Friday. To be honest, this is a great movie to watch with a bunch of guy friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, like before there was memes, it was just us yelling quotes at each other. Dude, and this is full of those. It's full of those.
Yeah.
What'd you rate it at? Because I struggled a little bit.
I gave it a 9 out of 10.
Me too. I wanted to go lower. I was like, it's kind of filthy. I can't like watch it in front of the kids.
I love
I'm
it.
gonna watch
Can't
this
watch it in front of anybody. I'm sure my wife would hate it.
Yeah,
like she doesn't care about language. I just don't think it's her kind of humor. I don't think Chris Tucker going, you got knocked the fuck out. I don't think she would enjoy that as much as I do. But it's like I said, dude. 10 minutes in, I've got 6 quotes written down. Chris Tucker's not on screen yet. It's the most quotable movie of 1995. I don't think it's going to even be close.
Yeah, it is.
Don't get me wrong. Toy Story is amazing and has a lot of fun quotes, but I don't think it's going to hit.
The first one doesn't have as many.
The first one doesn't have as many as 2 for sure. Like, it was made for like almost nothing. The cast is amazing. The people who wrote it never wrote a movie before. The person who directed it never directed a movie before. There wasn't. It's a genre setter. There isn't a movie like this before this.
That's what I was going to ask. So, is this a stoner movie? I don't feel like this is the same as. Is it though?
I think if
we were talking about it, that's why.
If you're talking about like, we should smoke weed. It's like, I don't know, man. If you watch this movie at the end, you're like, you probably should smoke weed. It seems like a good idea. So like, it's not a stoner movie like Half Baked is a stoner movie, but I definitely think if you're on the fence and you watch this, you're like, all right, put some weed in my Juul or whatever the kids do now. I'm like, let's do this.
Let's head down to the vape room where the urinals are, and let's hit some of your vape cartridge. Cartridge, that's what it is. Cartridge.
Like the cast is. I forgot how freaking insane the cast is.
Yeah, there's tons of people. I got to be honest too. The guy who wrote it with Ice Cube, DJ Pooh,
Pooh. He's got a little Pooh on his shirt.
He is so freaking funny, dude.
Yeah, dude. He's great.
Bob's tripping, man. Want me to ask for my bike back? Like, as soon as I saw him on screen, I started laughing. And then,
because they wrote the movie together, he was going to play the Smokey part. And when they got New Line to say they would produce it, they're like, "We'll do it, but like we need someone else as Smokey." And so then that was when they cast Chris Tucker, which is, by the way, a genius move by the studio.
Yeah, I was going to say, having those guys do what they actually did, perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah, and the only thing I took points off for is that even though it's only 90 minutes long, there's a couple sections there where it just kind of drags a little bit. Yeah, because it's made by people who've never made a movie before. But I actually kind of think, if you want to get like kind of meta and fancy about it, that's a good way to think about what the day is like. If you're sitting on the front porch all day, there's parts of it where it's like not shit's going on.
Right. It's going to drag.
I even can kind of appreciate that, even though now at 45, I'm like, let's move it along, sister. I got to get to the Big Apple.
Right. Dude, I'm the same way. I gave it a 9 because I was like, this is vulgar. I can't watch it in front of the kids. My cat knows it, and she says she likes it, but I bet she wouldn't sit there and watch it with me.
Right.
So I gave it a 9 too, because there's just a couple of things I said, I'm going to take this. I'm going to take points off for this. And that's the only, it's great. For real, before I die, I'll probably watch it another 100 times. Like, now that I remember how funny, I'll put it on every once in a while.
Dude, I hope. How old would Jake have to be before you'll watch this with him? Like 15?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I put 15 at the bottom of my notes, because that's what I'm gauging it by. Yeah, I put 15.
Yeah. I also like this doesn't affect the ranking, but I'm really glad we did this, because there's a bunch of movies that we've like whatever, black movies, urban movies, whatever the right thing to call it is. I don't know. Don't come for me. That we haven't been able to do on the podcast. And part of it's that we've had a lot of really good movies to choose from. And part of it's like, I feel kind of dumb as like two white guys going like, let me tell you about Boys in the Hood. It's like, why would anyone listen to us talk about that?
Right.
So, but this is one that I love so much that I'm so glad we're getting a chance to do.
It's like us starting a baseball podcast. What the hell?
Yeah.
These guys don't know. Dude, 9.0. I'm glad we both got it at a 9. I thought for sure you were going to say like, I don't know, man, I wasn't feeling it. And I was going to have to go, well, I gave it a 9. So I'm glad you
know, dude, I would have given it a 10 if the whole last 30 minutes was like the first 30 minutes, because the first 30 minutes I was dying.
Exactly the same for me.
And then the stuff that I even forgot was from this movie, like the Bye Felicia, like that's from this movie.
Yeah. Dude,
that's
trust
crazy.
me, I know, because the kids say it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do you even know what that's from? They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, that's from a movie.
Yeah.
They're like, what? It's freaking great.
Your kids are going to love it.
What's your first best scene? You want me to go first?
Top 3 scenes. I had like 17 quotes. I had a hard time with scenes because the whole movie's basically just Ice Cube and freaking Chris Tucker sitting in front of the house.
Yeah.
But like I said, the first 10 minutes is action packed. So I got that first as my first scene. Like everybody wakes up at the house.
Yeah.
Freaking Ice Cube wakes up. Regina King is his sister. John Witherspoon is his dad. What's the actress's name that plays his mom? She's freaking incredible.
That plays the what?
That plays his mom.
Oh, wait, I know this.
Anna Maria
Horsford. Horsford, yeah.
Horsford.
Yeah, she's the wasn't
she's
she from she was on freaking, what the hell's it called?
She's on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Fresh Prince, yeah, she was Fresh Prince.
That was like a guest appearance.
Amen is the one I'm thinking of.
Amen. Yeah.
With freaking, isn't that with Sherman Hemsley? Do you remember him? Isn't that his name? The little short guy from the Jeffersons. That's Amen, right? And they got the preacher,
Sherman Hemsley.
He's a good-looking guy.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Sherman Hemsley. Yes, the Jeffersons.
Amen used to be my jam. I don't know why I used to like it, but I liked it a lot.
That's a deep cut. I don't think I've ever seen that.
He's from the Jeffersons. I used to watch that all the time with my grandparents.
But yeah, so the whole family, the casting is amazing. The quotes are coming in, dude. I was just like, I couldn't write fast enough to capture all of them.
Yeah.
And then from there, the movie is like basically just one more scene. So I was like, I got to put that one down first.
Yeah, dude. So I guess mine would be the very next scene, because the first one I picked, I did the opening part when they're panning through everybody's room and they're all waking up, and she's like, Regina King's holding her head up so she doesn't mess her hair up.
Yeah, she's trying to sleep without being on the pillow so she doesn't mess her weave up.
And he's making the freaking cereal, and then they run out of milk and all. Dude, put some water on that damn shit. I loved it. But the very next scene, Craig and Smokey chilling on the porch already, and they're lifting weights, and he's talking about getting fired.
Yeah.
That scene where they're lifting weights, and Nia Long just ran past.
Yeah.
And they got the freaking Rose Royce song, the dun, 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 dun. Oh, that whole part, God bless. When he goes back, he's like, why are you at work? I got fired. I thought you had the day off yesterday. That whole thing, dude, it started flooding back with nostalgia memories and just, what you trying to build, a clubhouse? Like that whole thing.
They're stealing boxes. What you trying to build, a clubhouse?
Bless.
Dude,
I was dying laughing, dude. It's so just the laid back yet chaotic vibe that the whole thing sets up is fantastic. It's fantastic.
And that first scene that I had where they're in the house, there's so many quotes that I didn't write, that I couldn't get into my quotes, but it's like his mom's talking to him. He's like, your problem is you don't have any game. And he's like, I got all kind of games. Like, now your father, he's got game. And it cuts to John Witherspoon on the shitter with the air freshener with his shirt off. He's like, Craig, get in here. He's like, I'll come back when you're finished. He's like, I've been smelling your shit for 22 years. You can't smell mine for 5 minutes? Like, well, I told you about getting a job. Like, word for the day is job. J-O-B.
Dude, I say all
end of the month,
time.
you don't have no job. You ain't got to worry about catching the dog. You got to worry about the dog catching your ass.
Dude, when I talk about, I'm like, you guys use AI like it's your J-O-B. And then I start yelling at him and I pretend like I'm eating grapes out of a thing.
There's so much. It's solid gold. That 10 minutes should be in the Library of Congress, and when we send satellites out to contact other galaxies, that should be there. Like that's how good it is.
So there's no doubt that friggin' Ice Cube and DJ Pooh wrote all the lines and stuff, but like the way these guys are delivering it is killing it. It's just killing it.
And I wonder, because I couldn't really find out that much about like how much did John Witherspoon like improv and how much did Chris Tucker improv, or is that the stuff they wrote and they just said it like really hilariously?
Yeah, I think Chris Tucker I would think just riffed a lot, but man,
I think John Witherspoon too, because every time we do a movie that he's in, he's just like freaking whatever the Eddie Murphy movie we did a couple years ago,
Boomerang.
Like, Boomerang. He's in like 2 scenes and he freaking kills it.
Dude, it's so good. That. My scene and your scene literally do take up the first like 20 minutes of the movie, and it's just wall-to-wall quotes.
And honestly, my second scene is just like, it's like 80% of the movie. It's just Smokey and Craig sitting on the porch. I don't know how to break that up. They never leave. If you were doing it as a play, you would never bring the lights down to change the set out. You don't have to.
Right.
Like, dude, like Red comes by, like they do the flashbacks, like Smokey and Debo break into the freaking guy's house. It's like, Craig, somebody come. Whistle.
Dude, I still say that.
I can hear it. I can hear anytime someone says whistle, I can picture Debo saying that.
That's really
great. And like, dude, the older ladies like bent over gardening. It's like, man, the older the berry, the sweeter the juice. This blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Yeah, she blacker than a motherfucker.
Oh, Miss Parker. Dude, so, oh my God. There's just the stuff like, all right, he's like, I'm going to go inside right quick. So give me something to roll this up. And Smokey's like twitching. And he's like, bring a radio. And he turns around and tells him to bring a radio. Dude, there's kids in class and they'll get like a chill and they'll shiver like that. And I'll go, hey, bring a radio. And they have no idea what I'm talking about, but it's making me smile in my head. Like stuff like that makes this movie. Like, how do you write that? Like, again, is that just Chris Tucker and them just vamping and doing the thing and he just records it all? Like, that's...
I have no idea.
Sticks. Why does it stick so much?
But there's
in my
so
brain?
There's so many. I think a lot of it must have been written down because there's so much of it that isn't said by Chris Tucker. It's like John Witherspoon, or it's like Regina King, or it's freaking like they go to the store. He's like, "Yo, loan me $2," and like the crackhead jumps in the car with him. It's like the guy fakes the slip and fall in the store. There's just like there's quotes throughout the whole thing, and like Debo. It's like what. It should be like both hours, but we just keep it in my house.
Dude, that's my next scene when they go to the flashback and he's talking to Red and Red shows up and they're throwing it's Smokey, Debo, who is
it's Michael Clark Duncan.
And Michael Clark Duncan. And they're throwing dice with the bike upside down. And dude, DJ Pooh gets out of the car and his dad's in the car. And he walks up, he's like, man, Pop's tripping.
Want
He want me to ask for my bike back. And you're like, what bike? the beach cruise, the one I let you borrow a couple weeks ago. He goes, you can leave it down at my house. No, wait, how's he say? He's like, it could be like both ours.
It'd
We'll
just be like
leave it down
both
at my
ours.
house.
We'll just keep it in my house.
Oh, my God.
And Debo's like, it's my bike, bitch.
Yeah, and he turns around and punches him, and he goes flying, and then Smokey says, you got knocked out. Like, dude,
and the dad comes and grabs him. He's like, I told you about coming down here messing with Debo.
He's like, you want some of this too? He's
car.
like, no. And he runs back into the car. Oh, my God. What genius. Freaking geniuses. And then poor freaking DJ Pooh gets his chain taken by Debo later. Yeah. Well, Grandmama gave me that chain. And he runs off with his arms all floppy.
Dude does it floppy arms.
Oh, my God.
It's like Bernie Mac comes in for like 30 seconds, but like he's being freaking hilarious. He's like, let me get a little bit for my cataracts. And Chris Tucker's like, you did not put in on this. Like, there's just even, that's like throwaway, but like I remember people saying that because once upon a time I did hang out with people who smoke pot, and a lot of that stuff was puff, puff, pass, man, you fucking up the rotation.
Yeah.
Like all of those things. It's like if you golf, you hear Happy Gilmore quotes. If you hang out with people who smoke pot, you hear Friday quotes.
Friday quotes. Yeah, Friday and what was the other one with Chappelle we talked about? What was that one?
Half-Baked.
Half-Baked, yeah. Those are the two.
And I'm sure if the people are old enough, you probably also hear some PCU quotes.
Oh, yeah, for
sure. Dog stole our bean.
I kind of like Stanley and his old school Corvette. And he's like, will you guys please stay off my freaking lawn?
I love that guy.
I love it. Yeah, so my second one is Debo, the flashback where Red gets knocked out by Debo.
God, that one's great.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, my third one was when Craig fights Debo, which is the last scene in the movie. I liked it because they clearly are going like, we have to end this day at some kind of. They've already had a shootout with freaking Big Worm, aka Faison Love,
hiding in the back of a truck, laying down.
Yeah, and it's nighttime, and John Witherspoon has already told Craig like, what you need that gun for? He's like, just put your fists up. That's all you need.
Live to fight another day.
He's like, that's the problem with you kids. Lazy. And then he's like, all right, he's gonna fight Debo, and like I don't know how tall Ice Cube is. I mean, I know he's like a solid dude, like he's not a little guy,
right?
But Debo is freaking huge.
Yeah, Debo's way huge. Tommy, tiny Lister.
Yeah, Ice Cube is listed at 5'8", but Debo looks like he's like about 8 or 9 feet tall. Oh no, I don't want to be that tall.
Oh, I was like a
Mitsubishi Montero.
He is 300 pounds and 6'5".
Yeah, dude, he's freaking massive.
Yeah,
but the reason I put that scene on there is I like it and I remember it. But also his dad is all about like put the gun down and then fight like a man.
Right.
But he wasn't fighting like a man. He was fighting like a professional wrestler. Like he hit him in the face with a brick. He hit him with a 2x4. He hit him with a trash can. This was all professional wrestling. This wasn't like a good old fashioned like bare knuckle boxing.
The 2 fists down on the back kind of thing. Like he was doing all the things. Dude, I don't want to fight Debo at all, but when he goes down and you just hear his dad go, come on, Craig. Get up, Craig. Get up, Craig. Come on, Craig. And he just keeps saying it over and over. Burned into my brain. Like I knew it was coming. I knew how he said it. I knew the cadence that he said it with. Like, it's so weird that stuff sticks in there. That's my dog. That's my dog. Like he just kept doing. God, the whole thing's freaking delightful. That's great. Scene, like right before when he pulls the gun, and he has that little flashback. That's one of those scenes I was like, not the flashback, but like the dream sequence where he pulls the trigger.
Yeah,
I think get rid of that. Like I was saying, like I forgot it was in there and it made me jump when the gun went off because I had it cranked because I was by myself watching it. Yeah. B, I didn't think we needed it. So like other than that dude. I should have put the last scene. I like that part.
But I just always
macaroni.
I always remember that one because it's like they're just brawling WWE style while the whole neighborhood watches.
Right. Yeah.
Including his mom who's holding his pistol. I'm like, dude, if I'm watching my kid get choked out by the neighborhood giant and I have a pistol, I might not just watch that go down.
Right. He's like choking him and hitting him in the chest.
I might just call 911 and then just have the authorities come in and intervene. It's probably what I would do.
I'm going to try not to live in South Central because I am no good in a fight at all. No good. No good.
Yeah, if Debo hit your wife in the face like that, you would just say, Catherine, apologize to the gentleman and let's go get some dinner.
I can't believe you hit him in the fist with your face.
You hit him in the tray with your face. Why did you do
Dude, my last one, I should have put the end because you're right. That's fantastic. I went with the fake injury scam where F. Gary Gray's mopping the floor. The actual director is mopping the floor.
I love that.
And Ezel falls down and he was like, my neck and my back. And dude, he is just freaking screaming. And he's like, settle out of court now for 50 cents and some jawbreakers, $2 and some envelopes. He just keeps negotiating. And he's like, man, it ain't even wet over there. I freaking love it. Smokey, buy me a beer for my birthday. Today's your birthday?
When's your birthday?
What's today?
What's today?
Man, come on. Dude, I freaking loved it. Ezel is both ridiculous, but also super funny to me. And I could not put it in there. I love me some crackhead Ezel. He even steals Debo's shoes after he freaking gets knocked out by Craig. That's freaking great.
And also, like, that's the perfect amount of Ezel to be in the movie. Like, he just comes in and like does a couple funny things. Like, he sees Smokey taking his shoes. Like, hey, everybody, come look, Smokey back here taking his shit. He's like, I thought you ain't gonna tell anybody. He's like, I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
Oh man. I do not want to also take a shit on the side of my house, please. I
gotta keep my plumbing indoor. That's money worth spending for me if I can swing it.
Very strict rules when going number 2. I'll not do that.
Dude, I also remember Smokey's got like that's a part of the movie you don't have to put in there, but it's kind of, I remember Smokey going back to Mama, open the goddamn door, Mama,
and he runs and like kicks it. He runs, hitting his shoulder into it. It's so funny.
Like I remember
Mr. Charles,
all of that stuff.
Let me use your bathroom. Number 1 or number 2? Man, number 2. Ain't nobody gonna drop no sticky load in this house but me. Like, God, I freaking love it. What a ridiculousness that I can't believe I watched the whole thing. It was great.
It's so good. I love it.
Oh man. Let's do quotes.
The hardest part, dude.
Dude, my first quote you already said, and it's "Bye, Felicia," because seriously, the kids say it all the time and they have no idea what it's from, so I had to put it in there.
No clue.
Just like
I forgot that was from this movie.
But
yeah,
the neighborhood freeloader, just always wanting to borrow. I need to borrow your car right quick. What? Like, oh man. So yeah, Felicia.
That's a great one.
He just shuts her down.
My first one, I actually grabbed the clip of it just because I cannot do it the way that John Witherspoon can do it. So I'm gonna play it. And anyone who's watching the video, which again we do not recommend, you can see the quote.
Every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen.
You're in the kitchen.
In the goddamn refrigerator. Eating up all the food. All the
chicken.
All the pig feet. All the collard green. All the hog maws. I want to eat some of them chitlins. I love pig feet.
Dude, are you kidding me?
John Witherspoon is a friggin' national treasure. Rest in peace.
The fact that he is chewing out loud so in the goddamn refrigerator. And he's just going to
all
town.
the food.
God, it's so great. So great. Dude, John Witherspoon, it's a shame he died. He was super funny. He should have been in more stuff.
Dude, he's freaking incredible. The funny thing, not funny, the crazy thing is that 3 of the people that we've just talked about, John Witherspoon, Ezel, and Debo, all died in like 2019, 2020.
Yeah, that's crazy.
John Witherspoon was 77, which for a black person is like living to 150. But Debo was like 60. Like, that's not very old. I mean, he's big, and big people don't live a really long time. And I think he died of COVID, but yeah, man, that's a bummer. It's like,
tried to tell you, we ain't gonna make it to the Matrix.
Dude, I'm a lean 201 pounds. I got another 40, 50 years in me for sure.
I was talking about me.
Yeah, man. Time to use my new weight loss tape. It ain't audio tape, it ain't video tape, it's Scotch tape. Put it over your mouth so the freaking ice cream doesn't get in there, and watch the pounds will melt right off you.
Oh, man. If that doesn't work, fuck you, not getting your money back. You lied. If you like that, you can try my Stop Smoking tape. It's called Stop Smoking, you stupid bastard.
Also gone too soon, but not from COVID.
Yeah, he's also dead. God bless. That sucks. My second one is one that I always say when I'm trying to talk about how someone is related, but they're not really related. Yeah. And I always use it, and it's my sister-in-law, baby cousin Tracy. Because Joy, who is Craig's girlfriend in this,
Yeah.
She keeps calling and hanging up and doing stuff like that, and the mom doesn't like her, and Craig's talking to her on the phone.
It's like,
and she's
he's like, my sister-in-law, baby cousin Tracy saw you hugged up on some skank at the movies last night. Like, I didn't go to the show last night.
She a liar.
She a liar.
So I say sister-in-law, baby cousin Tracy all the time, every chance I get. So dude, I definitely put that one in there.
That one was on my long list, obviously, because I say it all the time too. Anytime someone says Tracy, I just always go, "Your sister-in-law, baby cousin Tracy, you goddamn liar." I don't know why. I just think that is one of the funniest sentences that anyone has ever typed.
It rolls off the tongue. It's like it's perfect. It really is. That's my second one.
That's a phenomenal one. My next one is another one that's really minor in the scope of the movie, but that I say all the time. Why are you bringing up old shit? Like, dude, Chris Tucker's like, freaking Ice Cube asked him about something that happened like 5 minutes ago, and he's like, why are you bringing up old shit?
Yeah, dude, but like, that's the thing, like, even that line is such a throwaway line, like you say, or like...
completely throwaway.
And it's just the way he says it and where it... God, it's
the delivery,
perfect.
Dude. And I say it all the time. Why are you bringing up old shit?
Ah, man. My last one, I don't say quite that often, but I use a version of it when Chris Tucker is talking, and he's like, I got mind control over Debo. He'd be like, shut the fuck up. I'll be quiet. When we leave, I'll be talking again. Like, dude, I can't. It's just constant clowning with that dude, and I freaking love it. I love it. He's always, and like when they're standing there and they're about to break into Stanley's thing, he's like, yo, Craig, you keep an eye out, and he's like standing behind him, and he's like mouthing the words,
mocking him.
Ain't gonna do, and he's like, and he turns around, and he pretends to hug him. God bless, I freaking love Chris Tucker.
It's dude, and there's so many of the Chris Tucker. I don't know if it's just him doing his like straight stand up or whatever, but like. Write it down. Remember, write it down, take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Like, yeah, dude, I used to say that all the time.
I used to say that all the time. I don't have any idea if I've ever said it in the last 10, 15 years. I probably never say it again. But like, when he said it, I was like, I used to say that all the time. And then like, John Witherspoon, don't nobody go in the bathroom for about 45 minutes. I used to say that all the time.
Oh, man. God bless. It's so weird how this, like, I know we're not super cultured, but we're not uncultured, so this is hard to say. But like, it's weird that we can have so many quotes that work for our life too. Is all I'm saying. Because we live a completely different life than the characters in this movie. That's crazy.
I know, dude. It's insane. The third one that I had was I carefully considered a lot of the dozen quotes that I've said, but I ended up with stealing boxes. What, you trying to build a clubhouse? Because I've said that a couple thousand times in my life.
The lady that's across the hall moved into a new house, and she was getting boxes. I was like, you stealing boxes? What, you trying to build a clubhouse? And she's like, no, Mr. I need these. I was like, oh, she doesn't know.
Your kids don't know anything. Yeah, dude, because if I see somebody like on the neighborhood Facebook groups, like, hey, I need some boxes, I'm moving, I'll just say out loud to my computer, boxes? You just trying to build a clubhouse?
How you going to get fired on your day off? That's freaking great.
But dude, I still have so many on my list. It's insane how quotable this movie is.
I don't know what I just said. Like, if I could leave them on here, I'm gonna want to say them. So I just decided to delete them off of my notes. So
they didn't go to my official categories, but I wanted to. They come off the tongue.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Let's do characters. What's your first character?
My first one's Smokey, Chris Tucker.
My first one is also Smokey, Chris Tucker.
Freaking the comedic engine of this whole thing. Just one joke after another. He's got slapstick. He's got freaking funny delivery. It's like...
It's iconic, man. Yeah, it's an iconic character. Like, I mean, even for middle-aged white guys, it's an iconic character.
Where do you think that stops? Do you think my parents would consider him an iconic character? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Dude,
like,
I'm sure. Like, how many times have your parents like a lot of stuff that we like? They haven't seen this movie 50 times.
No. Like, my dad's seen it
twice.
For sure, though, because we talked about it. But, like, like, I don't, like, at what age? So, like, I'm 46. So you think 60-year-olds watch this movie? You know, I know there's different people, but, like, there is a wheelhouse of people that watch this, and I think we're right in the middle of it.
Yeah, dude, this comes out and we're teenagers. Like, it couldn't be more perfectly positioned for us to think this is the most brilliant thing that ever happened. I'm sure people 10 years older and 10 years younger are like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I can't believe you think this guy's iconic. That's the dumbest shit ever. Like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Smokey,
but it's kind of like Forrest Gump, where it's like, even if you don't see it, you're going to hear people quoting it for 10 years or 15 years, and you're not going to know what they're talking about.
But isn't that weird that, like my kids that I teach don't know about stuff, and they don't get any cultural references that are talking about any of this stuff? Do they just not see things where they talk about this? Like, I don't understand.
Well, I wonder, because we've talked about this on the podcast and offline, and I've talked about it with other friends, but it's like the entertainment is so fractured now in a way that it wasn't in the 90s, because you just had cable TV.
Right.
Like, if you were doing really well, you had like 30 things to watch, and if you weren't, you had like 6 things to watch.
Right.
And there was not really functionally any internet. So it's like everybody consumed the same shit. You couldn't not. Like, dude, MASH, the TV show MASH, when it ended in the 70s, they were getting like 40 million viewers an episode.
That's crazy.
And then Friends is like the biggest show of the 90s, and they were getting like a half of that. There's just more stuff to watch. And now it's like you're a huge show like White Lotus, you get like 2 million people an episode, and you're going like, man, we're killing it.
God, that's so crazy.
So, and I just think, like, how do you connect with your peers if you all watch entirely different stuff? I don't understand how that works.
Easy. They keep telling me stuff I need to add to my list, and I pretend to add it to the list. Dude, you're going to love it. It's got dragons and castles and sex. You're going to freaking love it. I was like,
the whole thing's on TikTok. It's live streamed. All right.
Yeah. No, dude,
send that to an email so I can delete it.
Yeah, so I can delete it. What's the HBO show with the dragons and the stuff? The House?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Dude, it's 10 seasons, 10 episodes a season, hour each. I don't have 100 hours that I want to dedicate to that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Like, I think
it's very hard to catch up when people tell me, hey, you should watch this.
Yeah. I think I'd learn a trade if I had 100 hours and not watch all of Game of Thrones.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. Again, Chris Tucker in this movie, like, for a brief moment in 1995, conquered racism in southern Louisiana, because everybody I knew was quoting this movie and loved this movie and loved Chris Tucker, and it was amazing.
Oh, man. People should still love Chris Tucker. That guy's hysterical.
He's great. And is this the best of Chris Tucker, or is Rush Hour the best of Chris Tucker? Because I honestly don't know the answer.
I think, I mean, it's very hard for me to look at Fifth Element, where he plays Ruby Rod. Like, I freaking love him in that.
Come on, my man.
I love him in Rush Hour. Like,
dude, I love him in Money Talks. But to me, the two iconic Chris Tucker performances is Smokey and Friday, and then Rush Hour. And I think I might lean Rush Hour by a hair.
Captain James Carter. Big
anybody
case
need
for the
me?
FBI.
I've been working a big case for the FBI. Johnson, who told you I'm spinning? Johnson, we're playing.
Johnson, what's up, girl? Yeah, I agreed. He's really good in this, and he's really good in that. I don't know which one I'd give it to. Probably Rush Hour, because there's more of them. My second one I did is Mr. Jones, John Witherspoon. Did you hear in the thing they called him Johnny Witherspoon on the trailer that we listened to?
Oh, really? Yeah,
I think they called him Johnny. I thought I heard that. Dude, I think he's hysterical. I want to be more like him as a dad.
He's on my list. He's great.
God bless.
I don't do that. As far as
did I
don't
tell you
know,
to take out the trash last night? I fell asleep. Boy, I wish you was asleep right now. I'll bust you inside the head with a left hook. Oh God, I've said that to Jake 20 times. If I said it once.
John Witherspoon, in a movie that's like jam packed with amazing performances, he friggin' steals every scene every time he's on screen. And I don't know, because he's like a little bit ahead of our time.
Yeah,
like I guess he was probably the lead and stuff, but I only know him from these like little. He comes in, he's like incredible, and then he's gone. He's for like 2 minutes.
Yeah. He does a few things with Eddie Murphy that I remember.
Mm-hmm.
He always
he did Boomerang. He did
I remember
5 Heartbeats.
He was on Littles. I think he was in.
Yeah.
And I want to say he was in one of the other Fridays. I don't remember which one. I think.
I guess he's been in movies that I've only seen once or twice. Like I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker, A House Party.
Yeah.
Like he's in all that stuff too.
Dude, I like him. I think he's hysterical.
Bulworth. Oh man.
Oh, Bulworth. That had a soundtrack. That was a movie too, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the accompanying movie to the soundtrack.
Yeah,
dude, he's on my list. He's freaking great. John Witherspoon is a national treasure, and it's sad that he's gone.
Yeah.
Who's your third?
My third, dude, I wanted it. I'm going to give it to Ice Cube. I'll give it to Craig. Because he plays the straight man to Smokey's craziness and just comedic ridiculousness. And I like how he's like passive the whole movie and then finally stands up for himself. And he stands up for Felicia from, man, that's a female. Like that whole thing. I like that part of Craig. And he wrote it. And I think he gets a lot more credit than DJ Pooh does. And maybe he wrote more of it. But he's just more popular, I think, than DJ Pooh.
He's just more famous, and he's the lead in the movie.
Right. But I just freaking... DJ Pooh's whole thing I loved. So I want to do a little shout-out to him, but I gave it to Craig. I gave it to Ice Cube.
Yeah, I had Ice Cube on my list for a second, because he is a great straight man to Smokey's freaking wacky guy.
Yeah.
And
he's Irish.
Then I was like, well, he's gonna... I'm going to get to talk about him plenty when we get to writer and director. Everyone knows. Like, he did a really good job.
Yeah.
But I wanted to give it to Nia Long because I just really like her. And she, I think, is really good in this movie. And even though she's only in like 4 scenes.
I have had a thing for Nia Long for quite some time, and it started with this movie.
Yeah, dude. Why wouldn't you? She's freaking stunning.
She's fantastic. Yeah, and she's still like doing things. You know what I'm saying? Like she's still acting and stuff, and she's still doing good movies. I just don't see movies like that anymore. So like,
I just don't see movies. Like Wendy was like, "Let's go see the Bob Dylan biopic." I was like, "That's fine. I don't care."
Did you see it? How was it?
Yeah. She's like, "I loved it." I was like, "It was all right." I'm like, I don't care about. I know Bob
Friday.
Like, yeah. Well, dude.
No, I'm with you.
It wasn't Dave or PCU.
Yeah, right. I'm totally
the problem with Bob Dylan biopic fundamentally is everyone did a really good job, and I'm glad I got to see it, but there's no arc. The movie ends with Bob Dylan plugging his guitar in at a folk festival. That was the big conflict. I just don't give a shit. I don't.
Right.
So, it was cool.
Yeah.
Everyone did a good job, and I know more about Bob Dylan than I did, and it was cool to see, but I was like, I could have just stayed home. Honestly, I would have been just as happy. I'm not upset that we went because I got popcorn, but also I could have skipped it.
I have popcorn in my house.
But like when I think about Ray, like that movie had a freaking arc. That dude struggled to overcome 2 disabilities.
Right.
And I'm not even counting being black.
Right.
That movie had an arc. And it covered like all these decades of him like spanning genres and like working with like young Quincy Jones. And Bob Dylan was like a 4-year period in New York, and he never had any challenges or a character arc. Right. And then he just then he plugged his guitar in at the folk festival, and it was like a triumphant moment, I guess. So I don't know, but everyone did a good job. You should go see it. I don't care.
I'm gonna definitely borrow that from the internet and try to watch it. But
I like Chalamet. It's out on streaming already. You could probably just watch it.
I'll just watch it.
I got Nia Long because I love her.
Dude, Debbie's fantastic. Trying to hook Smokey up with her friend.
Janet Jackson. She got the car. She looked like Freddie Jackson.
She don't like a whole lot of people with me when I come and pick her up.
I'm gonna call you, but listen, if you come by, I'm not going to call. Don't come by.
Don't ever come by here again.
Dude, I don't like our lives were not really like that, but I know that there were a lot of people that in the 90s is like, yo, my girl wants to hook you up with somebody, and you'd get on like an old school landline and be like, what's up, girl? What'd she look like? And then you'd be like, yeah, why don't you come by later? I lived through that, but I never had that experience.
I never had that experience.
I was like, I'm not trying to talk to people I don't know and invite them over.
And also, I never talked to you about what you look like. I look like Janet Jackson. Oh, for real? Control. That wasn't a thing for me. I never talked to anybody that looked like Janet Jackson.
Yeah, but clearly...
Or Freddie Jackson.
Like, Cube said this movie was mostly autobiographical, and the stuff was like, getting fired on his day off was a cousin of his that worked for UPS, and like DJ Pooh, like they had both been through stuff like this. I'm sure this is like exactly what their lives were like. I didn't get that one.
Yeah, South Central Hyman was way different. way different.
Yeah, it's more like you guys going to Shara's this weekend, go to the skating party. You want to meet up at the arcade?
Oh, dude, meet me at the gold mine, and then we'll walk over to Foot Locker and then get a corn dog 7.
Yeah, well, then we'll go to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. inside the mall. That's so weird.
Ice Cube and DJ Pooh wrote the movie. That's the writers that Cube had apparently written a couple scripts prior to this that never got produced.
Yeah.
And then they just like, they figured out that they could get this movie because we just gone through a period in the like late 80s, early 90s where we start to make some of these like in the neighborhood black movies, except it's always like people are dying. And it's like, hey, we could do this. Like, why don't we, like they go to New Line, who did House Party, and New Line's like, we'll do it, but like DJ Pooh can't play Smokey. We need somebody like a little bit more famous. And so they get Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
Like Chris Rock and Tommy Davidson also were like in the mix for Smokey. I like both of those guys. They made the right choice. Chris Tucker is
I was going to say, Chris Tucker is still
unbeatable.
the right choice. Yeah.
If you give me everyone in the world from 1995 to pick from for that role, I'm not picking anyone else.
Yeah. Dude, and that means it's the right thing.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of Ice Cube, he went to the Phoenix Institute of Technology for college, and that's one of the things that, like, one of my bell ringers, the answer is Ice Cube, and I give a bunch of hints about what he did. Dude, there's so many kids that are just like, wait a second, Ice Cube went to college? I thought he was just like a rapper. I was like, you can go to college and still be a rapper. What? Like,
you can do rapping on the side, it turns out.
I thought you had to be like a college dropout and hate I don't know, Jewish people. He was but he's like architectural drafting. I think that's cool. You look at O'Shea Jackson as Ice Cube and you don't think he's probably got an architectural drafting degree. Yeah. That's freaking great.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. We moved on from characters, and I don't have him in the characters, but I wanted to mention that
I just had him as my writer. Yeah.
I want to talk for a second about Debo because Debo had a national college shot put record. Like he was like he had a U.S. national shot put title.
Nice.
And
how far, do we have the record? How far is it? I don't even know how far you throw a shot put.
61 feet, 8 inches. I don't know either. I don't know how much a shot put weighs, and I don't know how far you throw it.
That seems really far.
Yeah, dude. It was the like national record when he was in the 80s. And
dude, shot put's the little ball, right?
Yeah,
like the heavy metal
ball.
Cannonball.
Yeah.
He threw that 61 feet?
Yeah. 61 feet, 8 inches.
Take my glasses off. I can't even see 61 feet.
He couldn't either because he was blind in his right eye. But it apparently did not stop him.
And then the other thing about him to compete in the luge.
The other thing about him that I thought was amazing is guess what his wife's name was?
Oh Christ! What is it?
Felicia.
No, that's freaking great. How many times did he say "Bye, Felicia"? 1,000.
I hope he said it every single day.
All right, I'm off to shot put. Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
I hope he was also in Fifth Element.
Every time she texted to ask to pick up something from the store, he sent her the Bye Felicia gif.
Oh man, him and Chris Tucker. He was the president of everything, wasn't he? In Fifth Element, wasn't he?
Yes, he was the president in Fifth Element.
That's freaking great.
I know,
it's freaking great. Yeah, I'm glad you talked about Tiny.
And then F. Gary Gray was a music video director that worked with Cube on he did It Was a Good Day.
Yeah.
And then
what day was that?
Dude, someone found it on the internet a couple of years ago because it talks about the Lakers beat the Supersonics or whatever. Yeah. Someone went back through the NBA schedule and then figured out what the weather would have been like to figure out what day it was a good day.
I remember it's January 20th, by the way. January 20th, 92.
It didn't have to use my AK. The internet figured that out.
Isn't that great? That's what the internet's supposed to be for.
That's what the internet's for, right? That right there.
Yeah. He did Outkast and Dre and TLC. I saw a bunch. I was watching some of his videos. Somebody made a playlist on YouTube of just his stuff.
Well, and then after Gray does this movie, he directs Set It Off, which I definitely 100% remember. It was a great soundtrack that had a movie,
The Negotiator right after that.
And The Negotiator, which I want to do
both of those on the podcast. I love both of those.
I really like those.
Yeah.
And then he directed The Italian Job in 2003, which I think is incredible.
Oh, yeah, the remake of The Italian Job.
Yeah, dude, I love that one.
And I still haven't seen Straight Outta Compton, but I hear good things. I know he did that too, so we'll have to check all his stuff out.
Yeah, so he was a music video director that worked with Ice Cube. It turned into a legitimately very talented and accomplished film director. So good for him.
Yeah, killed it.
You got any other good?
A couple of bonus good. One, the movie we said it was cheap. It was also shot in 20 days.
Yeah.
Chris Tucker got paid $10,000, and that's it, which is freaking nothing.
That is a steal.
The soundtrack has I Want to Get Next to You by Rose Royce, the Norman Whitfield song. The version that I remember is by Ronnie Henson. Yeah. And I had it on the very best of Big and Disc 2. Dude, if you look up Ronnie Henson Next to You and see the album cover, it'll all come flooding back, and it's fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fantastic version. Dude, I just remember being in that. What was the place off of the college exit in Baton Rouge where you could buy used CDs and they would open it up and let you listen to it while you were there? It was right there next to like a Chili's or something.
Oh, yeah. I remember what you're talking about. I don't know what that place was called.
Can't remember what the name of that store was called, but I remember being in there with Biggin, him going like, "Ooh, look at this guy, black guy, Snowcap. It's Motown. Let's see what it's like." The first song he pulls up, he just hits shuffle on the little button, and that's the song it played, and we were both like holding our head next to each other listening, and he was like, "I'm buying it." Dude, that's why I remember that song. Every time that song comes on and Nia Long's running in slow motion, that's all I can think. Every time.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
It's a good soundtrack,
iconic.
and everybody should make sure that they know the songs on the soundtrack.
It's a really good soundtrack. There's no doubt.
Yeah. Rick James is on there. It's got a lot of funk. It's got like Isley Brothers and stuff when they're painted through the house in the very beginning. But like Cypress Hill and freaking Dre and Ice Cube, it's got all the stuff. It's great.
Yeah. It's a great soundtrack.
Yeah.
Worst?
But I got no more good. Yeah. Dude, for worst.
Political correctness, did no white people in this movie. What the hell?
Yeah.
No, it's
South Central Hammond. They should have more white people.
I mean, they had some Hispanic folks in there that got smoky high on angel dust. So I feel like they were very inclusive here. They had some LGBT folks in the movie. I think they did a great job.
Dude, that's
A+,
why I've been like,
all around.
Fuck Hector. So the dream sequence where he it pulls the trigger. That's the only part I said take out.
Yeah,
that's the only thing. Also, would you still make jokes about people being fat? I mean, I still do, but that's because I'm fat and I grew up like that.
Yeah, dude, I don't. Would a
you know what I'm saying? Like,
would
can
a
you
movie
still say
do that? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
They should, dude. I like being fat is not like freaking like being born without an arm. Like one of those things is not your fault, and one of them is you have complete control over.
No, you stop helping. No.
Yeah.
And in addition to, you're also a shitty drummer.
Oh man.
I'm Fran, and I'm a woman.
I'm a woman. Yeah, I don't, dude.
Show.
I'm pretty sure. Like, I was listening to Ricky Gervais on a podcast a couple days ago, and he does this thing where he's like, just because someone was offended at one of my shows doesn't mean that I'm wrong.
Right.
I was like, He's like, I'm just saying stuff to make you laugh. You can then go home and be upset about it, but like, what's the point of that? Like, I don't.
Yeah, that's so
doesn't
silly.
mean that I have to apologize. Then it's just supposed to be jokes. I think you should be able to joke about a lot more stuff than you can. I don't think when people talk about cancel culture, I don't think they're talking about jokes. I think they're talking about people actually doing shitty things and then being accountable for them, which I'm fine with.
Hopefully, yeah, that part I'm totally fine with. I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah, dude. Old tech, just a lot of beepers and landlines.
Yeah. Kids on bikes. That's old tech. Nobody does that anymore.
Yeah, bicycle, old tech. Yeah, dude, honestly, other than the fact that it's really profane and there's a decent amount of shooting and like 9 million F-bombs, I don't think there's really any worst for this.
Yeah. That again, I think take the dream sequence out, but other than that, it's in there, and I went right past it, and I will next time too. What about
5 questions? Is it
5
okay
questions.
for kids?
I got it pulled up right here. Let's see. I said 15 years old is probably perfect for this because like you said, super filthy, a little bit of guns, a little bit of drug use, but super funny.
Really freaking funny.
It's rated R, as you could probably tell.
Yeah, dude. I didn't do this because I didn't have time, and I think you'd be very good at it. But I think if you took a list of songs and TV roles and movie roles, and you gave them to me one at a time, and you asked me, name, is this Ice Cube or Ice-T? I think I would get it wrong a lot.
Oh, really?
I think you would get it right a lot, but I think I would get it wrong a lot.
Oh, man, those guys are so different to me in my head.
I know.
But, like, I can't tell. Just like my dad was always like, "Who is this? Is this New Edition? Is this Boyz II Men? Is this?"
Yeah. Is this Jagged Edge?
It all sounds the same
to
him because he didn't grow up with it. I guess maybe I listened to a lot of Cube.
I didn't listen to Ice Cube or Ice-T really all that much, and they never have done a lot of stuff that I watched except this movie. So if you ask me Friday, I'll get that one right. The other ones, I'm going to be up in the air about a lot of the other stuff.
Poor Ice-T. He doesn't.
Would this movie get made if it were pitched now?
Dude, don't you think you toned down some of the profanity a little bit, or no? You just keep going with
maybe.
it. Let it ride.
Yeah. You know how I feel. I don't care at all about profanity.
I definitely don't care.
Sorry, everyone who does care about profanity.
No, I'm just saying, like, I can't watch it with my kids. If you want to have a bigger to pitch it, I feel like, you know how they try not to make like rated R movies as much.
I know,
but I guess they don't have a lot of rated R comedies that much anymore. Or if they're all on Netflix.
There's been a lot of talks about that. It's like they don't really make rated R comedies anymore.
Yeah.
And a lot of it, I think, is because of the international market and because it's domestic box office is shitty. Yeah. There's no like DVD. There's no digital market, like physical media secondary market anymore.
Yeah, they
still make R-rated comedies.
After that. Right.
They made 3 of these and an animated series. If they wanted to do another one, they would.
I'll watch it if they make it. I know I will.
I will not, but they should still do it.
If Chris Tucker comes back, I got to see what it's like. I'm going to watch it.
Yeah. Movie or TV show?
Dude, it's got to be a movie, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be on Netflix. They made this for $3 million. Yeah.
Yeah. They can't make this for $3 million because Chris Tucker's going to want like $8 million just to do his part.
Right. Just for a cameo. Did you try to remake it?
I don't. Where's the 22-year-old Chris Tucker for this?
Yeah, there remake? Is none. The whole time I was like, who's funny like him? And
who's like a hilarious, like physical comic who's a black man or woman.
The only person I could come up with was Donald Glover, I think, but he's not the same kind of funny.
He's not the same. Yeah,
he's not
way
the
more
same
like...
kind of funny. But I was trying to think like, who's a freaking funny guy that I know that would fit, and I just couldn't come up with anything.
Dude. And I look at like, hey, let me just Google like young black comics, and it's like Gerard Carmichael. It's like, dude, he's like 35. Like that's, I mean, that is young compared to me and you, but it's not like early 20s young,
right? Dude, it's hard to. I don't think you find another Chris Tucker.
Yeah, because that person probably makes more money like on Instagram and TikTok now than they would do in a movie, so they probably don't want to.
Especially if all you're going to get is $10,000. $10,000 and all the weed you could smoke. I'm in. So can you still watch and enjoy this movie?
Yeah, man, it's great.
Dude, it's so funny.
It's fantastic.
I want to sit on my front porch. I don't have a front porch.
I know. It's February 28th as we record. You've got like another 3 days you can sit on your front porch in Louisiana.
Are you kidding me?
Before you'll burst into flames.
Dude, it's 83 outside right now.
Yeah, dude, that's front porch weather. Just get a fan.
What? No, thank you. Why am I paying for all this inside air to be conditioned if I'm going to sit outside? No, back porch, when it gets darker, I'm all about it.
I think that's also fine. That way you don't have to talk to any of your neighbors, even though your neighbors are way far away. They're not riding by kicking your trash cans over. Quit playing. Yeah, it's for rent. I rented it on YouTube. You can also rent it on, Amazon. $3.99, whatever.
Yeah.
It's absolutely freaking fantastic.
I watched it on CD-ROM. It was in the middle of my huge screen like this.
2 separate CD-ROMs. You watched it on your video iPod.
Oh, man. What's the next movie?
Next movie, The Usual Suspects.
Usual Suspects.
Yeah. Kevin Spacey did it. That's not a commentary about the movie. That's just in general in life. He did it.
I do remember this movie, and I love Kevin Pollak, so I can't wait.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited. This is a great movie.
Wall-to-wall jams on that one.
All right, man. You can check out 1987. I think we are on Patreon.
Yeah, eventually,
we got some stuff. coming. Yeah, we both have watched Mannequin and are ready to record. We just got to find time to do it.
Got to find time to do it.
We got 87 movies coming on Patreon, and you can join us on Discord. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, bye con Dios.
Tishus, thank you.
Thanks for listening to Movie Life Crisis. Please subscribe, rate, and review, and remember, don't drive angry.
It's so funny. Because you'll start to squint. Oh,
I know, I hate it.